The latest adventure watch from Casio's Pro Trek line. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and if it's not obvious by checking out my channel, I am a fan of cool and complex technical watches. That's why I was very psyched for Casio to send me their latest Pro Trek. This is the PRG-601YB-3 adventure watch, and it is powered by a 5497 module. Now, for those of you that know the Casio lineup, you know that the internals of the watch are actually made out of a small number of different modules, and then they often will put different faces on them. So that works out really well if they want to do a custom version for a Honda racing team, for example, and they do have a really impressive lineup. This is the 5497, which I think all the PRG 600 series have. I will tell you, I'll show you later, I have two more watches that have the same internal module, and they look pretty darn similar. But let me tell you, this watch features a triple sensor which gives you compass, barometer, altimeter, thermometer. It supports 29 time zones, and you're thinking, 24 time zones, 24 hours, what are 29 time zones? I'll let you research that one yourself. Stopwatch up to 1/100th of a second, 5 daily alarms. You can set it to do a chime on the hour, though I absolutely haven't done that since I first had my first watch on my wrist. It is accurate to within plus or minus 15 seconds a month, so probably every 6 months or so you might have to tweak it back a minute or so if you're really super worried about that, but that's worst case scenario. Raised numbers make it super easy to read, but honestly, let's jump into a close-up so I can show you some of its features. The first thing you notice is the lack of complications. It really is mostly about this little digital display at the bottom. So let's go through some of the basic features. Now you can get to altimeter by pushing lower right, and it takes a second or two to calibrate, and you will want to calibrate it when you first get the watch to make sure that it is accurate. And then once you're in altimeter mode, you can push top right, and that'll get you compass. And what it's pointing at is that direction. So it is basically saying that if I keep walking towards the 12 o'clock position, then I'm going due north, which makes sense given my location. And it is important to note that you want to have it flat on a surface parallel to the ground to have that be an accurate reading. Now, let's push the lower left button because that gets us all the other modes. So we will, let's start with barometer. And that's the current barometric pressure. And then that takes us to the temperature or thermometer. And then data recall, stopwatch, countdown timer, alarm mode, and world time mode. And then you go back here and you can see that H on the left just for a moment there. That tells me that it's at high level of battery charge. And remember, this is a solar sensor based watch. So all you have to do is have it in direct sunlight and you will have it charged up and you'll never need to worry about that. So those are the primary features. You can see the cities along the outer bezel, and it's a really nice, simple, straightforward chronograph. Now, let me jump back on camera. A couple more specs. It has an ion-plated stainless steel bezel. It's bio-based resins. The cloth band is actually made out of recycled plastic bottles. But I also have other PRG 600 series watches too. So this one is the PRG 601PE-5 Pendleton, mostly notable for its strap, which I think is really beautiful. And then this one is the PRG 600YB in blue. So let me give you a close-up of all three. You can see they're really intriguingly similar. There are some differences. And remember, the one we're looking at right now is the PRG 601YB-3, and it has a black face on it. So the blue one is the 600YB, and the multicolor one is the 601PE5. And they all share that 5497 module, and honestly, all three of them are great watches. I really love all the features that they offer. And in terms of this one, by comparison, I think it's one of the easiest to read, and I really like the illumination system that they have. So I can use this if I'm in a movie theater. I can push the button and get just that long enough second to see what time it is without bothering everybody. I do tend to do it like this, so don't be like leaving comments about me being that guy, because I'm not that guy. But suffice to say, Casio's really done a great job again with yet another variation of that PRG-600 series. And I think if you look at all the different options out there and all the different styles and colors, there's no doubt you will find one that's going to work great for you, whether you're a hardcore outdoor person who's going to be using that altimeter and barometer on a daily hike basis, or whether you just want to have access to data when you need it without having your watch constantly bugging you because something's happening on your phone or someone just posted something on social media. How nice to have a watch that's focused on telling you what time it is. Imagine that. So definitely, if you're a fan of the Pro Trek series, you already know about this. If you aren't, you should definitely check it out. This one is definitely one that would be a great addition to your watch lineup. Now, let's talk about the price. But before we get to the price, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon for notifications. Give me a thumbs up if you found this of value. And if you think I missed something, go ahead and leave a comment and tell me what you wish I would have also demonstrated, because I'm always refining my reviews. So let me take this one off. And I will say I love the cloth straps much more than the rubberized straps. I think they're much easier to work with. So this is the Casio Pro Trek PRG-601YB-3 Adventure Watch. And if you pick it up at Casio.com, it's $320. But I just looked on Amazon and it was at a substantial discount. And you can pick this up for $201.49 at Amazon.com. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the description of this video, and hopefully it'll still be at that remarkable discount if you're interested in picking one up. But either way, this is a solid watch. It's a really fun set of features, and it's super easy to read. What else can you ask for? That's all I got. So I'm going to put this back on my wrist, and I will hope to catch you in my next video.